All right. Hope you guys have. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is gonna go a little bit lower because it's too loud for me. But you're not supposed to hear the music, right? So, um, all right, all right. How many people is there? 12 people. It's not bad. Let me just post the link on the Discord real quick because there's people there, don't. Mm, There we go, and we got the general right here. All right, 500 people invited to the live stream. All right, great. So perfect. All right, there's 5 minutes left before 2 a.m. You guys can hear me? 10:10. Yes, hello, hello. Everybody's doing well, hopefully. Oh, can I put like the chat bigger than that? It's very small, but I guess it's gonna be like that. All right, all right. Morning, prof. Um, all right. Let's start with this right here. I kind of like, yeah, let me just do something real quick on the OBS. I want to use the enabled previews because otherwise, what's good, David? I'm good, and you? Hopefully everybody's doing well. What's David cooking today? Yeah, we're gonna cook something probably, right? Probably, right? Uh, so let me just make sure. There's like a very, very small delay right now, okay? Like very, very small delay. So you guys can see the weekly profile, right? This is the previous week in this box right there. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's the previous weekly range. Okay, we open right here with the end dog from the 9th of September, which is Monday, right? If I move a little bit, right, you can see better Monday, Tuesday. These markup are all automated, by the way, and you can get that if you get access the OHLC, like right here. These are the setting that has been added basically. You can see the month separator, you can see the week separator, the day separator, the day of the week. I've removed the day of the week right there, removing. But this is like all automated. Like the nwog and ndog, right? It's my private tool, but basically we got this ndog right here, this nwog right here from the 12th of August. As you can see, look at how we react from this level. It's pretty interesting, right? Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see a little bit better, right? Like right now, I don't need to see really the data here. Yes, it's interesting to see that relative equal high, but since we're focused on intraday trading, like this ndog clustering right here, like this weekly high 18,878.5, right? That's the weekly high. That's Tuesday high. But as you guys know, most of the time you can get the high of the week on Tuesday too. So these are the things that you must remember. Is there a video explaining the new HLC? Yeah, in the Discord. In the Discord, there's a section OHLC updates, and basically, right, I've recorded like a private video, like a private video that you can watch and see, basically. Um, let's go back on the 1 minute here, but I wanted to show you, right, like this 1 hour candle, that's the two, and this candle right now is kind of like closing bullish. They're targeting the previous 1 hour high. And if I go back on the 1 minute, you can see, right, small consolidation at the opening of the hour, rejecting premium value, dropping distribution, right, reaccumulating from 18705, right, small change in state of delivery right here, retargeting an OTE, fair value of this range, retargeting the high, this high right here, boom, exploded this high right here, small volume imbalance, bullish. As you can see, everything that was rejecting as premium price is now accepted in discount, right? So we're buying discount, buying discount. As you can see, rated as relative equal high. Go back for the hourly open from the previous hour, okay? That black line that you see right here. We're pretty much about the rate that high right here, right? So this is like the immediate drawn liquidity that I was like looking for basically. But you know, it's still very early, right? Now we get this liquidity available right here on there, so you know, it's still all the thing that also get this high right here still available. So 18761.5. You have a notepad, you can note that stuff, right? Let me just look at the chat real quick. Second stage distribution. Yeah, it's possible. Is there a video explaining feature after a long time you see? Hey, welcome back, man. Okay, great. We'll look after this. Yeah, you can look at after that. It's pretty simple, not gonna lie. But in my opinion, that's great addiction. Great addiction so far. Potential swing high right here, but I don't believe that it's gonna last really long. Okay. If we're going back on the 4 hour range, because we got a new 4 hour open right a few minutes ago. Let me see if I can get this done right here. Okay. You see this 4 hour right here? This box right here, that's the previous 4 hour range. Okay. It's set up right now in previous OHLC on the 4 hour. I'm showing 5 previous OHLC because I want to see what kind of price action that we deal with, right? This relative equal high right here got destroyed on the switch from 2 p.m., right? This move up right here was price delivery above this high. Institutional auto fronty drill right here, creating this new high right here in the 50% of this 4 hour, targeting some premium arrays, distribution in Asia session, targeting this lows right here. So these are the most liquid lows as when buy side is activated, right? You can see that's very strong, right? Very strong distribution. This candle go back in this mitigation block, order block, going back lower, retargeting this low. And right now we're kind of like just in the 50% of this previous 4 hour range perfectly, okay? 50% of the previous 4 hour range. I got this high right here that, not gonna lie, I like to see possibly rated, okay, which is a premium arrays on the upper quadrant of this previous 4 hour range. But for now, we got this 5 minute right here that has no bottom wicks. Okay, so I will not buy in this premium value above 50%, right? I will probably wait for some sort of, maybe in this small, if I zoom a little bit, right? You see right here? It's very small, right? But very small. Let me put it like blue, I guess. We're gonna be able to see. I don't need a middle line because I can eyeball this. So this is our framework for now on the 4 hour, right? We don't have any clear decision to be taking right now because we're in a 50% of the previous range. So in terms of decision making, in terms of, you know, bias or anything like that for the next 4 hour, I don't really know yet. So I'm not, forcing anything because, I don't want to like go crazy on that. This candle is not closed yet, right? This 5 minute, but in 34 seconds, we're gonna be able to identify this fair value gap right here, which is a discount fair value gap that we can keep in mind as well. Okay, if we're going on the 15-minute right here, as well on the fixed 4 model range, it's a large range. Okay, that's this box right here. This box, that's the FX4 model. So if you never tried this tool, it's a free tool that me and 2 Degrees, uh, you know, introduce it to people, the communities, and it's very good tool. It also come with the time to close table. So the time to close table give you it's doing this, but after 5 minutes, it's fine after. Okay, give you some sort of AMD IDs, the previous close, give you the time to close, it give you the time frame. But I personally don't need it at this point because I know all of them by heart. Okay, but as you can see, midnight open right here. That was a small buy model. Okay, distribution, reaccumulation, targeting this high, specifically a midnight open. Okay, so this little V shape right here is done already. Like we got some sort of fractal form on the daily low. That's the daily low right here. If you have a notepad, you can note 18704 705. That's the low of the day. And we got the high of the day as well, 18857. And in terms of daily data point that I like to mark as well is the end dog. There's a mini end dog, very small. Okay, I'm gonna show you right here. This is 1 hour time frame, but I want to show you still this little, okay, right here. That's the end dog from today. Okay, it's still there. We tap in the end dog from yesterday. This one right here. Close all of the bullish imbalance, sell side inefficiencies inside of this range. Rebalance 50% of the previous daily range. If I go back on the 15-minute right here, see this green box right here? That's the previous daily range. From 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock, right? That's the previous daily range. And at the open from 6 o'clock, targeting some this premium arrays above this down close candle right here, distributing all of these lows inside the buy side of the curve, going back for previous day equilibrium 18730 375, forming the fractal low of the day 18705, and right now we're just right here. There's a small change in state of delivery, but I'm still very, very um I'm very early on this. I want to see more discount arrays to be taken on the 4 hour specifically. If I move back on the 5 minute, um, I'd like to see some sort of discount arrays. Like I said, we can identify this fair value gap right here. Okay, so I'll extend this to 3 a.m. 3 a.m. we're gonna look again on what we can do with the data that we have. Okay, at 3 a.m. we're basically reading the previous hourly range and look again on everything. So far, we're just relaxing. We're just waiting. We're just reading price. And, we're just chilling so far. Potential swing high here on the 1 minute, 29 second. As you can see, this potential swing high is an algorithmic swing high right here. This feature right here, algorithmic swing high. Display the latest premium confirmed swing high from the time frame you're currently on. Okay, So that's a potential swing high on the 5-minute. If this candle break above this high, that's not a swing high anymore. Okay, so we gotta keep that in mind. There's still 60 seconds left on this. And if we want to see the last 60 seconds, let's go back on the 1-minute. There's also a potential swing high form on the 60 second. Let me take a sip real quick. Don't you trade Euro USD anymore? It just depends. It depends. I like to trade Euro USD when it's like in the middle of the month, not really at the beginning. Currencies are extremely slow right now. There's a lot of tension in the world. Like I explained yesterday as well, like I, you know, withdraw myself from any brokers because I don't trust any broker this year specifically. And I don't, want to put my money at risk. So my money is back basically in my account, my stuff, and I'm only trading prop firm this year. Pretty logic, right? It's an election years. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's not something that you want to like go crazy. Hey Rob, good morning, man. Live stream is scheduled on daily basis. It's pretty much random, yeah. It's pretty much random. So as you can see, right, this was the delivery I was like basically looking for right here. If we go back on the 5-minute, see this premium arrays has been taken right here. So in my opinion, right now we're only in a buy program, and unfortunately, it might take like 1 or 2 hours before getting a nice setup at this point. So we gotta be patient. We really gotta be patient. I'm not gonna like go crazy. Like we're literally like in a buy program. So if you want to short, you might become liquidity. Okay. Because the time that it's gonna require to form a setup, let's say on the 15-minute, if we go back on the 15-minute, it's gonna take a little bit of time, right? The next objective for this 15-minute, let's say I was like looking to take a buy or something, I will look to this fair value gap right here to rebalance this as my draw. And also that's very random, but that's 50% of this previous 9-hour range, which is the FX4 model accumulation range. So as you can see, if you understand that this is an accumulation, that's possibly a distribution on the upper side of the curve, basically attacking all of the premium arrays inside of this range, specifically this range, right? I can stretch a little bit so we can see a little bit better the movement of this 15-minute, because we're working on a like very slow time frame pretty much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sync this fair value gap on the layout. I'll go back on the 5 minutes. See this level right here, 18,776.25. That's a 75% retracement of the previous 4-hour range. Okay, that's the quarter level quadrant, the upper quadrant of this 4-hour candle. So that's the master premium of this 4-hour. So let me take a quick sip of my mint tea. Damn, this mint tea is so good, man. I don't know if you guys already drink these mint tea. They're great. what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna readjust this to the low right here. This is the low, right? If I show you back on the 15-minute, see this low right here, this one right here, and if I sync this globally and I click back on the 5-minute, that's this high, that's this low right here. That's the high of the fair value gap. Okay, this right here, okay, just move automatically, that's fine then. Let's go back on a 15-minute. That's the high of this fair value gap. That's the low of this fair value gap. That's the high of this candle. Okay. So now what you guys see, right, is in this lower portion of this 4-hour right here. We rated the previous 4-hour low right here, right? Like a decent amount still, like as well. It's like almost like a full 25%. I will even say like a 45% standard deviation of this range. Okay, just by eyeballing, like it's almost 50% basically. Because look, this range right here, the 50% almost equal to the low. So there's a small divergence, but it's almost 50% discount from this standard deviation range. Oh damn, quick, right? Oh damn, on a 1 minute it looks very clean, right? Look at this. That's the 15-minute close that we just saw right there. You know, last minute exploded the buy side. Random, right? Um, let me just look at this real quick. First time in your life, thank you for doing this. Hey, welcome, man. FNC, welcome. How big is the difference? What the market doing now and when we don't have election? I start to learn the market this year. It just like just a lot of tension right now. There's just a lot of like friction because you know it's just a very crazy clown show kind of, you know, and it's impacting the market a lot because everything's connected together, right? So that's just the reason why I don't really want to, because you know the first company that's gonna close, right? Those are the brokers and such. So you know, all right. So this fair value gap is done. We got this hourly open right here. 18786.25 potential swing high form right here if this can close inside the range. That's also the high of this 1 hour. Okay. But do you want to really like look, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Like let's be honest, right? This is the previous 1 hour range. Okay. Right here. Okay. Let me just click. This is the new hour right here. Do you want to buy on top right here? Like what the fuck? Like if it's this is the retracement inside the previous 1 hour range, like do you really want to buy this? Like no thanks, you know, because where are you gonna put your stuff? You put your stuff right there. Like this doesn't make sense, you know. Like so I'm, you know, I'm just relaxing so far, but I like what I see. You know, I'm reading what I see, but this is the way it is. On the 1 hour, did you see the Camilla versus? Yeah, I literally just finished the lesson. That was a very crazy show, man. I really enjoyed that show. Basically, that was it. That was hilarious, man. Like it's just crazy, man. Seriously, it's insane, right? The high of the week is form. So you can see right here, right? This is the high of the week right here. That's the fractal high of the week, 18878.5 specifically. Um, And since that's the daily open right here at 6 o'clock, like we're re-engaging, on the distribution, attacking some discount arrays in this bullish run right here. And they kind of like buying again. So this possible relative equal high right here, this is something that I like. And if you understand what I said yesterday, I don't know if you guys was there yesterday. Some of you was there for sure, but yesterday I said if you want to like identify a clear, okay, that's a gem by the way, but if you want to identify a clear buy program or a sell program, you want to look at the previous highs and how it will respect the previous high. Look at this sell side of the curve right here. Look, this candle take the previous high but respect this high right here. This candle right here respect the previous high. This candle right here high respect the previous high. This candle right here respect the previous high. This candle perfectly respect the previous high, very close, right? This candle respect the previous high. This candle right here respect this high. If I'm not wrong, let me verify, because look at the data right here. Okay, this right here. Okay, look at this high right here, 18754.75. See, it's like 50 points. Okay, lower. So it's still respect this high. Okay, and at 2 a.m. where market, you know, needs to do something, right? It started attacking this high. So this high right here is a possible high that we can go for if we don't form a 15-minute swing high or something. So I'm still, very open at this point because it's 220, but we'll see. The daily, I mean, I don't need to go on the daily that much because right now I'm not, doing a weekly pull, right? I'm just doing some small intra session scalp. So that's why, I have another setup on the other side of my room, which is all my higher time frame, basically. The 4 hour daily, weekly, monthly. And I go over those, 3 to 4 times a week max. I got everything typed on my notepad. Are you executing before 3 a.m.? We'll see. For now, relax. Just looking at what is going on. But let's say we hypothetically wants to take a buy, I will probably look for this high right here. These relative equal highs. So basically copying this line right here, put it in the layout right here. Not in the layout, but globally, right? And we're gonna go back on the 1 minute. You see, it's not very clear on the 1 minute right now. You see that there's a lot of noise, a lot of friction, a lot of weird price action inside of this because we're in electronic hour, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch on 2 minute and filtering a lot of problems and noise so I can identify better what I want to see. Basically, very basically, right? Right here. Right here, I'm not gonna like go crazy. I'm gonna like literally and not only look at this inefficiencies, but I'm gonna like take this low and this high, including all of these. As well, this can be a mitigation block on the opposite direction from this high. So if someone wants to mitigate his loss from this high because it was shorting, if price retraces to this level, we can use that. But as well, that's a possible breaker. So let's put it like I guess orange. I don't want to clutter the chart too much, right? But I want you guys to understand too. So I'm gonna put a little bit of annotation. Most of them are all automated, right? All of these lines, this little blue line that you see, they're all the 15-minute open. See, like you can basically follow the order flow automatically. So it's pretty cool. Let me look at the chat real quick. 2 minute chart always clearer than 1 minute. It depends. It depends. You know, if you go to 9:30 open, like, and you want to like, if you go to 2 minute, you're probably gonna miss a lot of opportunity to get on. You know, it always depends, right? Like, I used to go lower than 1 minute, but not in London, obviously, for now. Okay, because we don't need, right? If I start reading right here, we got this hourly high, 18,787, right? Potential swing high form right here in 1 minute 15 second. Other than that, I'm eyeballing the 15. 15 has no bottom wicks. I'll show you right now. No top wicks, no bottom wicks on this 15 minute right here. This is the high of the hour. The hour open right here. First 15 minute, second 15 minute. Feel this CB is right here in between this candle from 22.45, 23, and 22.15. Bearish breaker right here. But the fact that this candle kind of like slow a little bit when it touched the low right here, it's, for me, it's not a very significant breaker. Guys, if you enjoyed the live stream, you can push the buttons, the like button, the little thumbs up, right? It just helped the whatever, like the YouTube algorithm to like tell other people that it's like not a scammer, it's a good live stream. This potential swing high become a swing high because this minute close right here. What time frame I am? Okay, I'm gonna go back on the 1 minute. See, there was a potential swing high right here. It got destroyed entirely. We're approaching this high right here. So if I'm gonna give you a truth right here. If I was looking to take a buy, I would probably go in the very lower time frame right here and find a small bullish fair value gap with minuscule invalidation and literally just boop, pop the burst, pop the balloon, you know. Burst the balloon. Already did? Did you like took the trade? Why to mark the 15 open? Because if you remember the power of 3, right? You want to buy below the opening price and you want to sell above the opening price, depending if you're bullish or bearish, vice versa, right? But these are automated. You don't need to fucking like, you know, punch yourself every 15 minutes to do that task. The tool do it itself for you. So it's pretty, my opinion, something that it's nice because you can focus more on reading price than just focusing on doing task. It's just my opinion, you know. If I can have a script that do all of these things for me when I'm kind of like just reading price, I think it's nice. I still to check in the take trade with gap risk. That's the thing, right? There's a new 15-minute open in like 3 minutes. So what you can do, you can wait for a bottom wicks form and just, you know, find a swing low and just, you know, run that up. But I bought it yesterday. Where did you bought it? Did you buy it like let me look on the 1 hour. This is yesterday, Tuesday right here. Did you buy inside of this, like right here? That was a nice run right here. Very cool run. Look at this end dog, respect right here perfectly. That must be random, right? 75% of this wick right here. Also rejection block, right? Not bad. Not bad, not bad. The morning came a bit late today. I mean, we're only online for like 28 minutes, so 30 minutes maybe? Yeah. 42 minutes actually. Holy. It's pretty fast, right? Time's flying. We're already 67% of the year, guys. That's crazy, man. Are you going to release your Endog tool? Possibly for the bootcamp people. Possibly a private tool for the bootcamp. Because I want to like give value to people that, study my private stuff. It's like my eye trainer. I have like a very high trainer tool that I offer as well, including in the bootcamp. So the bootcamp, in my opinion, is only like a training gym for me, and where I train myself reading price and I help people, gain some sort of vision. Putting these glasses, right? If we go back on the 5 minute, I wanted to show you this. These high right here, I was like identifying on the 1 minute right here. Let me just go back on 1 minute. These two high right here, this one is perfectly flat, relatively perfectly equal high, right? That's the new 50-minute open, by the way. Um, that's the previous 4 hour range high right here. I'm going to 4 hour, right? This box right, that's the 4 hour range. So this is a clear buy program. Look what I said before in the live stream, right? Let's go back on the 5 minute, 15 minute. Look at all of these candle right here. This candle right here, respect the low. This candle right here, respect the previous low. This candle right here, respect the previous low. Potential swing high, but I don't believe that it's gonna last forever, right? But I will not buy right here, honestly, because I expect some sort of like bottom wicks. Maybe, quadrant this opening value to this high right here and calculate the retracement from there, but yes, bro, this is oh, 1 sec. I kind of like have to learn Pine Script. It's not easy, man. Seriously, it's the hardest thing. It's the hardest thing. It's not easy at all. But if you have IDs, you can share, man. I'll probably I can do something. As well, I try to keep the tool simple, right? So I have a very clear that tool that I started this tool 2 years ago. Like it's been improved like over time, right? Like everything in life, basically that. Do it quickly. I'm waiting in the boot camp. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's coming. Yes, bro, this is so true. No training for me. Just stay pre today with studying price still newborn. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I know Java. Yeah, Java is like something, right? My favorite code, I think, is Python. I like to code in Python. A lot of stuff I could do with that. Just a very cool skill to learn, in my opinion. Especially if you like working with data points and such. Alright, so the potential swing high got deleted on the 1 minute. Let me show you some price action right here. Damn, this high is about to get smashed. The high is about to get smashed. We're almost one standard deviation of the previous hour. Let me see real quick. Alright, so we take the low right here. Take the high right here. Right. We type -1. Minus 0.5. And we can remove these. So I used to have these price. Damn, almost a full standard deviation of the previous 1 hour range in like 30 minutes. This buy set about to get exploded, man. Then, you know, there we go. There's 1 minute left on this 5 minute close. Let me show you 5 minute time frame right here. Pretty nut, right? Look at this. Beautiful, right? Let me see. In the boot camp, are you on a lot? Are you on? Are on you a lot? I'm sorry, man. I try to understand what do you mean by that. In the boot camp, are you on? You on a lot? You're on a lot. I try to understand. Like the answer question. Yeah, yeah. I answer a lot of questions. I know all of the concept, but not manage to put the piece together, and I need get in. That's the best thing you can find in the boot camp. Not gonna lie with you, man. We're basically I'm basically go over. I'm not teaching anything, just helping you connecting some dots. Basically, I'm sure there's people in the boot camp right here that can tell you that it's pretty nice. I got a question about your indicator. I know you're busy, man, but when will you continue the series that I saw on YouTube? I wanted to like doing that series, but I kind of like find the interest very low, so I was like not really interested to waste more time on this basically. Because I put a lot of time in the series one, the number one episode one, and basically kind of like noticed that nobody was really interested to learn anything. Like I saw the stats of the video, like, and it's like people listen everything the first 5 minutes and everybody quit after that kind of. So I was like, all right, but I'm kind of like teaching it in my boot camp basically. That's the one standard deviation right here, 1883.75 on the 1 minute. See that full standard deviation of this hour. So, right. This is a very potential swing high right here, forming. If we go back on a 15-minute too, I want to show you something. This level I was talking about a little bit earlier on, right? That's 75% of this previous uh, daily, this previous 9 hour range basically. No, that's the previous daily. I'm sorry. That's the previous daily, you see? Because I was like zooming like this, I was like, no, I was a little bit confused. But if you zoom in, like reset the chart view, you can see that is more clear. See this premium arrays I was looking for. Tap the 75% of the previous daily range, this level right here. Okay, but we still have a lot of buy side as well. So I will, you know, a little bit be relaxed right here. So minis change in state of delivery on a 1 minute right here, but very relaxed. The next candle can be interesting because I wanted to see a potential swing high in the 5 minute to align with the 15-minute close, but we'll see. CPI is a two-stage event, yeah. have a broken end, and I'm trying to type as good as fast as I can. Oh yeah, man. Take your time, bro. No worry. No worry. No worry. No problem at all. Hope your end's gonna be fine ASAP. You're gonna be fine soon. Mm, would you like to see the price go down now? Just a small retracement, possibly. Small retracement, possibly. Just a small Judas swing for the 3M open, kinda. Because this hourly is very extended. Like right now, it's like full standard deviation of the previous hourly range without not even like a 25% retracement on the hour. Make no sense, right? So right now we're kind of like stretch a lot. Doesn't mean I want to full port a short, you know. Like I said, I'm pretty relaxing so far. Just relaxing. I'm not forcing anything because I got viewers, you know. I don't mind about that. I'm not taking any signal or doing signal, or so I, you know, you understand what I mean. So, let me see something else. Um, he's showing in a different way on how the read price is a very well prof in ICT. Number one of the person to learn from. Oh yeah, thank you. Appreciate your comments. People want to rich quicker indicator. That's why it is a shame. I need to join the bootcamp and connect some dot. Are you more available during New York session in this case because of the time zone? Yeah, I would say I'm available on both time pretty much. But I have like right now I think I have like close to 85 hours of content on the bootcamp. So 85 hours of content, like if you calculate, you know, how much I can make per minute, like you quickly understand I'm not doing that for money, right? So it's pretty fair statement, and it's pretty, in my opinion, very good information you can get, which is extremely, you know, important to keep in mind. I have to pick up my niece for the school. I'll be right back. No problem, man. Take your time, bro. Be safe. Be safe. It's gonna be an IAFVG on a 1 hour. Pretty relaxed. Pretty relaxed. See that confirm swing high right here? If I put this a little bit like that. By the way, I used to have these solid line when I do standard deviation because they're more easy to see. Like that, pretty much. Well, I guess I can extend a little bit. Um, Next equal high 18803. Do you see a potential target? 1883 right here. That's the thing, right? Right now we're kind of like just in a clear buy program on a 15 minute. See on the 15 minute right here. We're reached for previous 4 hour, 9 hour range, previous day equilibrium, non equilibrium, but 25% from the 75 basically. We reached the previous 4 hour high. If you go on a 5 minute right here, you can see this is the previous 4 hour high from 22 to 2 a.m. We got a potential swing high I was talking about. This 5 minute right here closing 1 minute 46 second. I'm on the 5 minute, right? Yeah, okay, cool. I look at my iPad because I want to make sure that, you know, use cooking on the Dave FX4 model. I mean, I think I'm doing great, right? Can you explain a little bit more about your bootcamp? When does the next intake start? It's always open, basically. It's It's more like a bank of like lessons and lecture that I post in there. So, if you're like join today, basically you get access to all the previous stuff. But obviously you're gonna be a little bit late on people that listen everything. But it's like I'm doing like a new series of video like privately every um year basically. It's really good stuff. No, I guarantee that. Sometimes it's short video, like it's very digestible stuff. Like people says that it's pretty easy to learn. Not easy to learn, but easy to understand and such. Potential swing high right here form on the 1 minute time frame. This three candle right here. Let me see. See these three candle right here. So that's a lower high. Okay. Lower high form on the 5 minute. These three candles right here. That's basically the top wicks from the 5 minute right here. Okay. This 5 minute just closed. We got the confirm swing high right here. 1884.25. That can be a next draw if price wants to go higher on the 1 minute. But we also get a confirmed swing low on the 1 minute too. That's this candle right here, this low right here, this red line. This is algorithmic swing highs and lows. Okay, these things right here, these are automated based on price action, current price action, potential swing high. You see that small dotted line right here? I can zoom a little bit, I guess. This line right here, potential swing high form. Previous low, relatively equal low. There we go. Sell side taken. That's the open of this 15 minute. 230. We got the open of the next 30 minute, which is where is it? It's gonna be right here, yeah, because it's 46. Let me go back on a 5 minute. See, right now we're kind of like have a lot of stuff that we can use to put a stop if we wanted to try a short, but the overall 1 hour is bullish right now, engaging. But the thing is, we engaged the previous 4 hour high. So, this high can be trust at some point. But the problem with that is we got a macro open in 3 minutes, and we also get 3 a.m. open. So it's gonna be a little bit rough. Okay. We'll see, we'll see. For now, I'm kind of like relaxed. Okay. This candle right here is closing in 13 seconds. Right? If price retraces inside this range, I might be down to take a trade. Okay. Because we got a fair value gap, we got this high, and we got this high. We got 3 PDRA that we can invalidate pretty quickly. Okay. Nice to see you for live again. Oh man, welcome back, dude. Is that Vlad? VS. Usually I think it's Vlad, man. I recognize you through the wall. There you go, you see? I was just, you know, that must be, you know, a coincidence, I guess. Um, Mitigation block right here below the slow, perfectly mitigated right now, but I still like this fair value gap right here. Okay, targeting this one right here possibly, right? This is like my draw basically. Rebalancing minus 50. Going back possibly to this one, but I'll take only one because I don't want to risk a 5 contract on this thing, right? Because we're kind of like bullish too, right? How was the holidays? It was great. That was great. A lot of relaxation was fun. Just not looking at price, you know, feels good, right? Come on, all right. So potential swing low right here. I like the fact that they keep this low. The next candle can go in right here, tap inside of this fair value gap. Okay. Possibly reject the C of this. Volume imbalance right here. Can use as inversion later on if we need it. But we gotta be patient because I'm working off the 2 minute chart because the 1 minute is kind of like noisy a little bit, right? Yeah, fuck that. Okay, we're back in this fair value gap right here. What I wanted to see from here, okay, so I will wait for a possible swing form. Maybe a bearish fair value gap. Take the next fair value gap. I don't. We'll see. You know, like when it's 250, that's the problem, man. That's the problem. We can repurge this at London Open and drop after. That's the problem. So it's gonna be a short one if I do something. Okay. I see you guys. You're sitting on the tip of your chair. Relax. 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 I'm just from a flight, but can miss your stream. Oh, that's nice, dude. Hope it was a great flight. Private, you said, right? Private jet. Smile, smile. Man, we got smart money in the chat. All right. 9 minutes left for this hourly close, right? 17 seconds on this close of this minute, 2 minute right here. Come on, come on. It's a very bullish candle. I don't like it at all, right? I want to see some sort of weaknesses, and also what I'd like to use right here is this rejection right here. I'm gonna use another line by the way, because okay. Man, happy I can see my improvement because I'm. Wait, I have something in front of the chat. I'm thinking the same thing before you said them. That's a really cool feeling. Oh, nice, dude. Are you in my boot camp? Just curious. Because most of the people in my boot camp, they read the price the same way as I read it, pretty much right now. And I'll do eventually, you know, some open session where they can speak. You know, they can read price for everybody in the group, basically. First day of vacation, it appeared that Pierre is going to Thailand too. Anyways, I'll provide photo to lifestyle channel. That's nice, dude. Very cool, man. No, unfortunately. Oh, okay. So what do we see right here from the OHLC tool? It shows that it's a potential swing high right here. This dotted line that you see right here. It's all automated. I don't touch anything right here. I can like unplug my mouse and only look at the price, okay? That's cool, right? Isn't it? 50-minute is a very weak 15-minute, and there's 6 minutes left. I'll show you right now, okay? Look at this 15-minute right here. It's closing inside this rejection candle rejecting the swing high, which is the previous 4-hour high. If we go back on the 5-minute, right? Swing high right here. Potential swing low. This is something we gotta take as well in consideration, right? Let's go back on the 2-minute. You see, this setup is invalid right now, okay? So far I don't like it anymore, but I'll keep this fair value gap just in case that this was just a 75% retracement of this wicks, but I don't really like it, okay? I need more data coming in, you know. I need more stuff because right now it's not interesting for me. I'm holding back, basically. But the next 1-hour candle can possibly drop in the previous hourly range. We're gonna be able to reset the whole thing. Right now I'm kind of like zoom in on this time frame right here, but if I click back, right, that's insane. Look at this 1 hour, like pure crazy standard deviation of that. By the way, I'm gonna use 3 right here because I wanted to see this hourly range move. I'll use 4 because I like this MMXM schematic too. So I'll use 5, I guess. It's even better. So this box right here is gonna move right here before the green. This box green right here is gonna move right here in like 5 minutes. Let's zoom in a little bit here. There's something going on, and it's pretty close. We're very close from something, okay? I want to attack some sort of discount arrays on the previous 1 hour range, okay? But the fact that we like buying this opening value right here from this 15-minute from 230, I don't like it really. But we're still in this rejection block right here, okay? Potential swing low. I don't believe it's gonna last really long. Relative equal high. Keep in mind that can be a nice flush and just drop immediately after. 70-hour per week payoff. Oh, nice, dude. Is ICD student in Thailand right now? That's what you said. Will you consider the 1-minute SMT between yes and Q for bearish scenario? Yeah, but I need like a better price action. Okay. This could have been a nice sell right here based on this candle. Okay. But you know, I'd like to flush this high again right here, right? To make sure that we're aligned basically. Bullish volume imbalance right here, respond, kind of. Boom. Boom. 3 a.m. will fuck everything. Yes, sir, it's coming. The big boys, like I said yesterday, the same thing as I said yesterday, right? These big boys, they're right now on the coffee machine. And they're like with the small stick of wood and they're just shaking the whole thing, right? They're almost there, right? 2 minutes left. They're gonna sit to their computer and they're gonna fuck everything. Ready? So I gotta sit on my computer. Are you guys fine with that? Just kidding. Um, retake this high. Timing is not there right now. That's the problem, man. We'll see what's going on 3 a.m. Like there's gonna have some sort of movement, right? And that can like help me find a decision basically. better. Potential swing low. Let me see something. It's a 15-point stop. It makes sense actually. It's not too bad. Because we got 3 PD arrays inside of this, right? We got this high, we got this high, we got this high. We got this rejection block. We got this fair value gap that we can use as. Because basically, right, like ICT said all the time, right? If 3 PD arrays are, hit, your ass is next. So that's where your ass wants to be, basically. Alright, there's 3 seconds left. Okay, that's the hourly open right here. That's the black line. Okay, so I'm gonna dezoom a little bit to see a better perspective of all of this. Looks great, looks great. Let's see what we can get. We got a swing high confirm on 15-minute. Let me show you right here. See, on the 15-minute, this candle, this candle, this candle, swing high confirm at 75% of the previous daily range. Close inside as a rejection of this candle. Possibly like to see this candle swept the previous high and just drop, displace. And when I see the displacement, it's happening. Let me zoom in a little bit on a 5-minute. We're about to rate the previous 5-minute high. Okay, I'm gonna like zoom in a little bit here. So what do we see, right, as we're in the deep premium of this previous 1 hour? Because look, we got I can remove this fair value gap because it's a little bit disturbing right here, but engaging two previous 2-minute high. So this is where I'm gonna like take one, okay? And pretty bad feel, but I'll put the stop above this high right here. 1886, I guess, 0.75 for now, and I'm gonna reduce it eventually, right? TP is gonna be this volume imbalance right here, but we'll see if I close before. Okay. This wicks right here. Basically just retargeting some buy side imbalance in the previous hourly range. So let me show you right here in a 2-minute. See, like I'm engaging inside this candle right here, targeting this low right here, relatively equal low. And now I'm kind of like working off this rejection block, working from this candle rejection, these two previous high. You know, it's not a big deal, right? If it break above this high, I'm gonna like look at mitigate some stuff possibly. Okay, that's the new high of the hour right here. That's the premium arrays above this high right here. Okay, so we might be offside. It's all good. I'm still, very confident. It's 45 seconds left on this 2-minute close. If we look at this 1 hour right here. Look at this 1 hour right here. This is the previous 1 hour high. That's a bullish order flow, but I like to rebalance some of these, okay? And if we want to like mark this, we can mark this like this. We'll put this like white, I guess. I think white is not bad. And we're globally sync this to be able to see it on the 2 minute right here. So we got potential swing higher form right here if this candle closed inside this previous 2 minute range. Let's see, you know. Let's go back on a 1 minute, just curious. Small consolidation, that's the truth, right? That's why I put it my stop right here, because we possibly can rate this high and drop after that. So, you know, it's a 50-50 basically with some confluences. Got a 5 minute close in 10 seconds. That's the first 5 minutes of the hour, okay? That's also the first 5 minutes of the 15 minute time frame, right? Potential swing high, the rated the high right here, right? So it's not bad, not bad. I was almost down to take another one right here, not gonna lie. But let's see if we can get another one. Let's see, right? This low right here has been respect. This is something I don't like, but I like this relative equal low, right? So we're gonna work from this. Let me just sync this one right here globally, and I'll adjust this a little bit. And I'm gonna explain you what I did. So we're going back on the 5 minute. You see right here, I'm working off this wick right here. Okay. There's 3 minutes left on this 5 minute. What I like to see is this 5 minute close is a bearish candle or a very weak bullish candle, basically targeting this low. And when it's gonna like have 1 or 2 minutes left, I'll maybe enter another one. Okay. Let's go back on the 1 minute. I like that minute right here. That minute specifically is nice. This candle right here. It's a nice candle. Let's see. Potential swing high. That's the high of the hour. 1881. We're just, you know, chilling for now. That's the thing, right? If you want to become liquidity, that look, if you want to become liquidity, you want to become liquidity like that. Small stop, right? And that's it. And we still have the opportunity to take another, you know, short later on, basically. Damn, dude, I got stopped out. Yesterday was a win. It's alright. It's alright, you know. Look, that's the fair stop. It's not bad. So we're gonna see this 2 minute close right here. That's gonna help you determine if this become the hourly high and basically fill the buy side inefficiency like on the 1 hour. The buy side imbalance right here. Right? Because we never like we need to like form this 1 hour lower wicks basically. So let's go back on a 1 minute. Now basically I want to work from this rejection right here. So that's a potential swing high right here in 5 second on the 2 minute time frame. But it's a clear buy program. That's the problem, man. You know. So I'm just relaxing for now. I want to see better confirmation, basically, like a massive displacement, big fair value gap. That was like the 3M stuff I was talking about, basically. I pulled the trigger a little bit too early. Which is fine, It's all good. These are the stuff you want to put in your journal, basically, right? 805 right here. You see, this fair value gap on a 2 minute was just nothing on the 1 minute. Like, this is clear consolidation, but the fact that we rated again the previous 1 hour here is something I like even better for rebalancing this low right here. And I'm not gonna lie with you, the best move will have been to wait for a drop and buy this and retarget the high instead of like fighting the order flow, basically, right, on the 1 hour. But, you know, I like these retracement program too sometimes. Always start the day with a loss. There's nothing wrong, man. Loss is not something that you must be considering negative. They're just an experience, and that experience is something that you paid for. So that experience, since you paid for, you must be learning something. So the fact that you learn something, you just basically improving on the possible reproduction later on. Is there a first presentation for London too? What do you mean by that? I'm online already for an hour, pretty much. Pretty much online for an hour. There's potential swing low right here. These are like the really like terrible consolidation in the open. But yeah, when you want to become liquidity, like you must become liquidity fast like that. Like this was a pretty not risky setup, but like a low probability setup. So you want to like close it pretty fast if that happened, basically. Uh, Rich uncle from Zimbabwe still learning from Discord channel. Oh, nice, man. Welcome, welcome, man. Much love, dude. Much love. That M15 FVG that you target is around midnight open. Yes, you can see. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. If I sync this globally, right, it's on the 15 minute. You can see like it's this right here. It's closed from midnight, 18750. But midnight is already flush somehow, so we'll see. I just need like clear evidence. Right now it's very slow, not gonna lie with you. This is like shit, it's nothing right here. You see the optimal entry would have been this high right here instead of this high right here. So if you take a loss right here, you take a smaller loss, but as well, you get a better confirmation. Like the, yeah, Like the first FVG at 9:30. Yeah, it looks like that a little bit. Yeah, I would say from 3 a.m. it's a bullet. 3 to 4, right? This is where like liquidity's been injected, pretty much. It's pretty boring, right? But it's all good. Potential swing high on the 5 minute. Let me show you on the 5 minute. It's a potential swing high right here. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 810, 810. How do you trade EU? Like what model in 1 minute or 5 minute and what session? Trade my FX4 model. That's a very specific model. I've explained that a lot of time. It has to be boring, yes, for sure. Typical price CPI, yes, sir. Yeah, they gotta like build a cushion, man. Right? Gotta build a cushion to make sure that these degenerate they don't burst the balloon too much. Right? Let me put like some hot water in my tea real quick, and I'll come back in like few seconds. Few seconds. That's the beauty of having like a water machine, a hot water machine in your office. I think that's pretty nice. Alright, so what is going on right here? This is like pure reaccumulation. Like, it's boring, man. There it goes, a new high of the hour. So, right now, we're pretty much close from a 1.25 standard deviation of the previous 1 hour. From the first hour, from 1 to 2. This is not. Look at this. I mean, everyone just try to short and they just like go through that. It's just nice. It's clear it mimics Sam, right? Isn't it? The mistake that I did right here was just like I wanted like go and do retracement inside the previous 1 hour range to rebalance some stuff, but instead I will just have wait for the retracement and buy it instead. But like right now, if you were buying this, like you're just gambling, man. Right? We're almost like minus 150%, which is almost like almost two standard deviation of the previous this 1 hour right here. Which time frame that we're looking at right now? Like I'll put it right here. Look. So the setup I was like looking for, right, just to explain you a little bit better, was basically a short from here to going back at least 50% of the previous hourly range. Possibly swept this low right here, swept this low right here, or go at least inside of this buy side right here and balance, which is like 50% of this range as well. But they just, they're just crazy, man. You know. And I'm not buying this right here for now. Not gonna lie. Even if this high or smooth, it's not something I'm gonna do. Okay. But don't be surprised to see those like I'll keep these imbalances right here. Uh, for the next day, right? I mean, not the next day, but like today, right? Like during New York, and I swear this is gonna become like something 100%. 88 viewers, I like that. I like these numbers. 88 viewers, I think it's great. If you're part of the lucky 88, like it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Let me show you in a 1 hour right here. This is 1 hour, right? Very close from the end dog. Daily opening gap. This high right here, that will have been my next draw basically if I was long. Basically. We do a quick look on Euro USD. Yeah, I can do that. Since like NQ is not very insane right now. I'm gonna like go on this one. Oh, you see, that was the move I was looking for basically right here on the U, right? You see, we swept the previous 1 hour high, rebalancing this low right here, this opening of the last 15 minutes, and just going back up, retargeting this high. So they're just playing with the same liquidity forever, basically. Uh, but what I like the most on Euro USD, right, is the HLC. I can hide it for now. FX4 model. So if you don't have this tool yet, like I don't know what you're doing, but you want to like type FX4 model indicator. That's the one with 4.5k people, almost 4.6. If you're one of these guys, pretty lucky, right? And you want to go in a 15 minute, and you want to click on this, and you want to look at what it looks like. That's a big range. See, that's a big range. Change screen, boom. I was on the wrong screen, sorry about that. But I can show you again. If you click on indicator here, right, and you type FX4 model, just simple straight line right here, you get these tool right here. FX4 living, X 2 degrees. So 4.6k people almost, right? You click on that, right? Previous daily high, previous daily equilibrium, previous daily low. But you only see that massive range right here. But I'm gonna explain you why this big move happened, right? It's because tonight was a debate in between Trump and Kamala Harris from the new presidential uh, basically race, right? So the fact that this go up crazy like this and do a massive range in Asia and such, that's because it's the election debate basically. Basically, USD was tanking at this point right here, if that makes sense. So you understand what I mean? Like, this massive move today was just because of the election debate. But that's the tool right here. That's how you take a look basically on it on Euro USD. Like if I go back right on the previous day range, let's say, let me take a look real quick. Let's go just right here. You see, that's the 9 hour range right here. Okay. So you got a premium discount from a specific range. Targeting some premium rates right here. Sell side imbalance. Buy side inefficiencies above the swing high. Rated at this. Drop again. Almost reach for 0.5 standard deviation of this range. Above midnight open. 3 a.m. drop. 3:30 drop. a little bit of consolidation and equilibrium of this range because we're also back to previous daily equilibrium. Look at the body, look at the wicks, right? Form this swing high right here, rate this swing high 7 a.m., 6:45, 7 a.m., 7 a.m. rated the high right here, respecting these this high right here. That's the same people. Drop right here, retarget the low of this range. That's an MMXM right here, right? Accumulation, smart money reversal, first stage distribution, second stage redistribution, boom, form the low at in between half 1 standard deviation and 0.5 standard deviation, which means 0.75 standard deviation. Retargeting the low right here, mitigation block. Now we're just stuck right here. And basically there's much more, going on, but pretty much an explanation on Euro USD right now. But if I was a Euro USD trader today, I will not do anything because it's the debate and such, and I don't like the fact that this range is so massive. And they took the liquidity above the previous daily high already, so. But if you want to take some short, possibly, because the bearish order flow on the daily is bearish, possibly. I don't know. I will just say nothing, but I will look at probably 500 level right here and wait for displacement, lower fair value gap, and probably targeting the previous daily Q and look at this buy side imbalance. Okay, let's go back on NQ. We have a possible setup to take right here. Okay, this 15-minute. Let's go back on the 2-minute. Well, right, this is like the stuff I like to see. Okay, this relative equal low right here. This right here. Look at this rejection from 125, right? Including the volume imbalance. This wick's now closed too, so I'm kind of like just temporary put this fair value gap right here. Like the fact that we rated this high again, rejecting, creating a very nice swing high. Okay, I'm gonna remove this, put this back. See, that's the previous 1 hour. So not gonna lie, I'm pretty much down to take a short really quickly, like on the next minute. If it doesn't like rate this low. Because I got enough to put my stop. Right, got this rejection block right here, this rejection block, we got this wicks right here, this volume imbalance right here, this fair value gap is not valid anymore. Re-engage right here. Let's wait for this candle to close, right? The only thing I don't like is right now on the 5-minute we have perfectly relative equal high. Perfectly equal high. So look at the 5-minute. It's perfectly equal, right? So it's not something I like personally for now. So what I would like right now is like the formation of a potential swing high right here and get another extra protection kind of. Going to be left for New York? Yeah, very possibly. kind of like in premium right now, not gonna like compare the previous daily range and also, but we'll see. On the 1 hour, it looks pretty not bad at all right now. And that white gap still right there, that's the buy side right here on the 1 hour. If you go on the 1 hour, right, that's 1 hour right here. Okay, re-engaging right here on the 1 minute, on the 2 minute. So there's 34 seconds left on this. Swing low right here. We'll see, man. I might push the button on the next minute. Because this is like 2 minutes, right? So right at the high right here. There's 5 seconds right here. So let me engage the shell right here. Well, I'm gonna like put my stop above this high again. And if I get stopped after, I'm done for the day, right? And let's target this 50% right here of the previous 1 hour. So, and I'll reduce the stop as long as we're going the right direction. Okay, I can close right if we raid some premium arrays too, so it doesn't cost too much, right? This gonna like remove this right here. This favor that I get can remove it for now. Let's go back on a 2 minute. Okay, it's too much weird on the 1 minute at this point. So this can become the potential swing high if the next candle closes lower. Okay, and let's remove this thing as well. The fact that this volume imbalance is right there, I don't like it at all, but I'm still giving it a chance because it's 331. So no, if I take a second loss, I'm not trading anymore. 2 loss per day, that's it. You don't want to like clicking and clicking and clicking, right? So okay, so look at the previous 5 minute right here. This wicks right here, I'm working off that basically right here. Okay, so let's go back on let's just sync this globally. Let's go into 1 minute. And I want to see what's going on inside of that. And let me just also remove the execution label because otherwise it's very distracting, right? Okay. That's a great price for a short. It's not bad. A little bit of drawdown, but it's all good. This is the high of the hour. So if price wants to deliver somewhere, it's going to deliver that, right? But I'm still looking for this relative equal low to be raid. This low specifically. That's the low of the hour. Like, if I show you in a 1 hour, the 1 hour has this little top wick. The bottom wicks, this very small bottom wicks. It make no sense to keep this low intact, basically, for me, right? So I like to see this candle deliver below the previous low because it's small setup on a lower, 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 lower time frame, right? Rate this swing low right here. But let's start with this low right here. You know, that can be something nice. The fact that we rated this high right here is nice. Okay. Back to the open value of our trade. Okay, close like this, potential swing high right here. Okay. Look at this assembly of 3 candles, a potential swing high, rejecting this wicks right here. So it looks great so far. For that reason, I can add another one right here because I'd like to take one off right here to pay back my previous loss. Okay. Also reducing my cost. So let's see. There's 13-second left on this minute close. On this 5-minute close, I'm sorry. So it can be interesting, right? That's a swing high form in 59 second right here. If you go back on the 15-minute, see this 15 minutes about to close in 9:45, and that 15-minute right here is very weak. So we're working inside this wicks. Like this is like the rejection from a previous 5-minute high. If you go in the 5-minute, I'm working off this wicks right here basically. I want to see this low right here to be rated. Let me just adjust this line right here perfectly to the pip, to the point, like this low right here. So let's see, you know. And I'm not greedy because I only want 18,775, which is 50% of the previous 1 hour range. If you go back on this time plate right here, see this box right here? I just want to go back for 50% of this right here, which is, my opinion, pretty fair in terms of retracement, right? Volume imbalance right here. I like this. Potential swing low deleted, right? This low become heavy. Let's see, let's see. Nice lesson, prof. I took one paper loss and I'm waiting for New York because this is not clear for me. I still have the stack with 5-minute. I have more trust those trade what I see slowly but growing. That's nice. That's amazing. That's what you need to do basically. Respect your own way to seeing price, right? So far we have a loss today of like minus $300 or something. So I'd like to reduce this stop loss eventually too, right? As long as we're running lower. But it's gonna cut in half if we rated the buy limit right there too, so you know, which is pretty nice. But price is very slow right now, not gonna lie. Very, very slow. We're pretty much slow. Okay. Take a quick sip. Looks good on the 5-minute. You cannot see really, but I can show you right here. Looks not bad on the 5-minute. As you guys know, like I'm always shorting above the opening value. So that right blue line that you see right here, that's the 15-minute open. It's automated, right? That's this show 15-minute open history. So you can see all of these 15-minute open. They're automated, which is pretty cool. Wrong screen? No, oh yeah, wait. No, I'm on a 2-minute. Maybe before, I guess, right? Potential swing high right here. Form in 1 minute 22 on the 2-minute time frame. Like that line, that dotted line right here. Potential swing high. algorithmic potential swing high. Potential swing high on the 5 minute too, which is nice, like this right here, this line right here. Potential swing high, automated, algorithmic, so it's nice. I like these. I really like to protect the previous 5 minute high, but we'll see if that can occur, basically. We're back above the opening price of that 15 minute, and we have 5 minutes left on this 5 minute close. 5 minute and 30 second, basically. But price is very, very slow. I'm pushing my limits a little bit. Not gonna lie, because it's not something I like to trade right now, really. It's very, very slow. If I want, I can mitigate with $10 loss, but I'll just keep it running. Alright. So that potential swing high is now a confirmed swing high right there. Potential swing low too on both sides. That's engineering some stuff. Like that's like the immediate low I'd like to go for, like this one, 18,784.5, and this low right here, which is 18,793.00. Okay. This has to happen on this 5 minute because that's the 5 minute from the 15 minute. It's the last 15 minute, the last 5 minute of that 15 minute. So pretty slow, man. I like to keep that swing high right there because that's a premium raise. But you know, I'm also comfortable if we're taking it. Not gonna go back on 1 minute because I want to analyze this 5 minute by minute. There's fair value gap right here on the 1 minute. I can mark this. This I can remove it for now. Okay, we close this. Let's see what kind of close that we get on this 1 minute. Because these are the first 2 minutes of this 5 minute, right? So potential swing high right here on the 1 minute. Deleted. This is clear accumulation, man. Look at this. They're just keeping all of these lows, right, one by one and such. This is crazy. But, you know, I'm still believing in my ID, so I'm keep running. Let it run, man. Right? Let it run. Let it run. Let it run. Alright, we're out of this 5. Let it run. Let it run. Let me show you real quick. 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 She's going? Yeah, it's because I call someone, right? it's because I, it's because I call somebody, right? And he told me, yeah, sorry, sorry, sorry. I was just, sleeping on the keyboard. That coffee was not really good today, so all right, no problem, man. Take your time, bro. I'm still holding anyways for now. But when I grab the phone, right, market move, man. We got this this 15-minute close right here on 1 minute. As you can see that, in my opinion, that's a nice swing high, that form right here, that for the next 15 minute to drop for the target we're looking for, basically. So, I'll go back right here on the 1 minute because the price delivery is coming in. There's the last minute of this 15-minute. It's another small fair value gap form right here. Ooh. Ooh. 25% retracement. That's very slow, guys, not gonna lie. I almost regret that session, man. But experience, right? It's all good. It's all good. We're keep stacking, man. 15 second on that 10 second right now on this 15-minute close. Um, you know, I will not be surprised to see that 18,793 coming in. Dumb. Are you all in or something? See, that's the new 15-minute open, retrace above the opening value, right? Potential swing low, but I don't like to keep it. Right? Come on, little girl. This is terrible, man. Look at this past 45-minute price action. This is like pure distribution order pairing above previous high offset accumulation kind of shit, right? 3 micros. Yeah, that's great, man. I don't have anything against micros. I used to trade micros a lot. Because I believe they're the best, because you can have more control over your position. So, in my opinion, it's extremely strong. Potential swing high form right here. If we respect the previous high on this 1 minute time frame, we got swing low confirmed. I'd like to destroy this as a distribution phase and relaxing, pretty much. These trade men, they require so much time. That's the truth, right? They require a lot of time. It's not like yesterday, right? Yesterday was so clear, right? It's like we're in a clear buy program on a higher time frame, but I still like the fact that I want to see like some sort of like reaccumulation lower as a distribution, basically. But we'll see, right? Like now we're back to break even of the day, 3:30, and we're gonna get a close right here pretty much soon in a couple seconds, I guess. Small mitigation. Come on, come on. 18,793. Close this shit right now. Come on. They're just teasing me, man. See that? They're floating on the buy limit right there. Come on. I should have closed manually, basically. Crazy, right? They're gonna retake that previous high right there. Little high. Because we engaged the sell side, right? So they're just like floating around right now with smallest liquidity available. If you guys are watching, I'll say nothing. Because they're clearly watching, right? Maybe. I don't know. I'll say nothing. But that was funny. Micros are underrated for sure, man. For sure. I agree on that. I mean, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Everybody should start with 1 micros. That's the first beginning start that you can have, right? Then, when you make money with 1 micros, you can start using two. And then when you make money consistently with two, right? you go back the one just to make sure that you're very consistent with one again. And as well, like, doesn't like have the effect of always going up, basically. And right when you back to one and you're fine still, you can go back to two, and then you go to three, and then you go back to two, and you just go up, down, like the market, right? And eventually you trade minis. Fun, right? Come on, dude. That's a swing low right there that just got formed after this minute close. But they're very slipping right now, right? Macro's about to open too, that's the truth. So let's keep the hope going on. Let's keep the positive vibe. But, you know, truth is I will have take my trade right here, but this limit, you know, didn't trigger, right? Of course. Always, right? But like ICT says, don't be a dick for a tick. Don't be a tick for a tick. Don't be a dick for a tick. Make a call. Yeah, I just call right now. You can see, right? So we got like back our losses, and now I can reduce my loss, my stop loss a lot. But it's 350. Let's look like a displacement, small displacement, and then I can move. Okay. But it's pretty boring, man. Nice risk management. Yeah, it's not bad, man. Just do maths, right? Just do a little bit of maths. But one thing sure is I don't really want to see price coming back above this high right here. So now we're kind of like make a call the Euro market maker. The problem with market maker on Euro USD right now is like they're kind of like buzzy with the debate, like the debate that we got today. Like the range is extremely large and liquidity is very limited on this day. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna recalibrate that OT right here real quick. You know, let's put these around 4.9. I guess we're probably gonna be down at this time. Oh, volume imbalance. I like it. It's nice. That's a nice volume imbalance right here. This is so boring, man. Crazy. Re-engaging the buy side above this previous swing high. This is something I don't like, however. But let's see what happened. This is a formation of the new 5-minute high, right? They don't want people to short, right? This is precious stuff right now. So CPI at 830. Yes, they're gonna keep some sort of liquidity for sure. We're inside the 9-hour range right now on Euro on NNQ, so very true. Very true. So now we have two fair value gap to be destroyed. So I'm gonna close this right here. Okay, I'm gonna close this right here. So it's pretty much a losing day or very small losing day, but I don't want to like take a full loss on that. All right, because this is like a bullish volume imbalance, and it looks like they want to take my stuff. So Like you just said, right? CPI at 830, they want to keep some sort of sell side as well. If you know, yeah. So this is like the kind of day that you know that are like a little bit weird, right? Pre CPI is always a little bit like that. If you study a little bit like how it's happening and before, it's always like a massive kind of like weird ass buy program that never stopped, kind of. So, unfortunately, right? I will have liked to see this low to be taken, but not today, I guess. You see, like now we'll have taken a big loss, right? So sometimes you better mitigate when you can, right? Truth. But, this is the data we have to figure sometime. You see, I will have take the big loss at 220 or 250. So, like right now they're kind of like just in the same range, right? 0.5% AMO for New York. No, it's a very small loss, man. Very small loss, which is fine, For me, it's like, it's all good. It's a great experience, was fun, was nice. I have the recording so I can rewatch again and see, what I can improve even better. Weekly max risk rule. Yeah, for sure, for sure. These are all these are all these are all individual stuff, right? You gotta figure it out what kind of loss you want to take max per, you know, um, per week, per session, per day, and such. What are you like? Risk is very individual because everyone is different. There's some people they likes to risk more. There's people like to risk less, right? Depending of your comfort zone. I got 550K on Top Step funded, right? I got all of these running. First time you lose a trade. Yeah, these are the weird day that you usually must avoid, basically. But these are a great experience that you can rely and note on, take notes about it, right? But like I said, right, three PD arrays and you're out, so that's it. The rules are the rules. Always. If I was like having my stop again above this high right here, that would have been a big, massive loss, man. And the fact that I take this profit from here to here, it's like rebalancing the first loss that we took, the smallest loss right here. So it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, so basically on top set, right, you first start with a 50K. In my opinion, it's just my opinion again, right? Let me put some hot water in my thing right here, real quick. Couple second, real quick. What do this? Yes, I'm back. Let me put the quad right here so you guys can see all the charts. See, these are the four screen I like to use right now. These are literally four physical screen that you see right here. And there's one it's supposed to be on the full screen. I don't know why, but it's supposed to. Okay, perfect. And this one is like, what is going on? Okay, I think we're fine now. I don't know why there's a small white line on the bottom, but it is what it is, I guess. But I just want to recap the day, right, that we did today, like in 2 hours, basically. Like, we're in a bit clear buy program, right? I wanted to like short um, a premium arrays and look for some rebalancing, some discount arrays. But the truth is like you better sometime, right? Wait for those discount arrays to be taken and buy this and retarget the high basically. So, but this is not a negative experience, right? Like most of people, they're gonna be pissed off. They're gonna like, uh, you know, being mad the whole day. And I'm not. I'm the inverse of that. Like, I'm always, 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 always positive. Okay. So whatever that happened, whatever outcome that you get, like always stay positive because it's just like a black cloud or a dark cloud in the sky, right? There is always gonna go the next day, and just you get the sun again, right? So, but these negative experiences, they're great too. Okay, but as well, right? You can take that supposedly negative experience and basically transform that into a great experience. You decide which kind of like outcome you want to get on that experience specifically, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool, right? All right, I'm gonna like stay for maybe 10 minute, 15 minute, and it's gonna be pretty much it. I just want to see, right, what kind of like stuff we can get on the next hour. So I'm gonna clear the chart because right now there's a lot of cluttering, a lot of stuff, right? Sync over like the board itself. So I'm gonna clear this. Now you see like we're working off a pretty clean chart, it's better. Ooh. I don't know, like maybe I can answer some quick question. Maybe you guys have some quick question for me or whatever. But I will gladly respond these questions. And if you like this stream, by the way, just push the thumbs up, right? It helps a lot. Gold, I'll look at gold pretty soon, yeah. I'll look at gold. I want to show you guys the model around gold too. I got a nice model on gold. Have you traded only future or CFD as well? I mean, I already trade Euro USD on CFDs, right? I'm from Canada, so it's technically legal, right? But in US, I think it's illegal to trade CFDs. A little background how long you've been trading and learning ICT, if it's not a secret. Um, it's my 8th year right now in trading. So, I've seen a lot of water going under the bridge, not gonna lie. And 8 years is a lot, right? But at the beginning, like the first 2, 3 years, I was like eating my socks, it was like terrible. Uh, because I'm gonna give you like probably the best example you never heard of your life possibly, but when you have only 1 years in your life, right, as your kid, as you're like a kid or whatever, you don't really have a lot of experience, right? You don't know a lot of stuff, right? And you're technically new in this world and you don't really know the universe and you don't know anything else than just, eating and sleeping and the basic function of a human being, right? So when you become a trader, the first year, that's pretty much the same thing as if you're a kid of 1 years old. Okay, it's the same thing, right? And if you're like 1 years old, you cannot like use a bicycle and just do some wheelie. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't work like that. So when you get like 2, 3 years old, now you start doing more stuff that you never really did when you were like 1 years old, right? Like it's the same thing as when you're a kid. Like it's the same exact analogy. It's the same thing. When you reach pretty much 5 years old, now you kind of like speak. So if you speak, you're also probably able to read, right? Something, a little book or something. So the market's the same thing, right? You can read these candlesticks the same way as you read a book, right? It's the same thing. Especially if you learn from a guy like ICT that explain you all of these different variable and conditions and such, right? Like an algorithm, like it's like it doesn't matter if there's really an algo behind it. If there's one, like you can understand that there's one eventually, right? But if you don't believe that there's one, it might be difficult for you to take a trade because you're kind of like off the basic with just believing that it's possible, right? You know what I mean? Like um, if you don't believe that a house can burn, like if you put like the fire in your house, now you know that it can burn, right? Like you just need to be exposed. Basically, you need to be like seeing the truth to be able to understand that it's possible, possibly something, if that makes sense. And basically, right, when you have 5 years now, you're understanding so much more than when you have only 1 years. So when you get like 8 years, I'm still very young. Okay, I'm still like, if remember when you have like 8 years old, right? You're still very a young kid, right? That's the truth. So when you get 8 years old in the market, you're still a very young kid. So you can do these kids' mistake. You're not very disciplined because you don't really understand the idea of being disciplined behind, right? It's just normal, right? You only have your 8 years old of experience. This is the same thing, right? It's the same exact thing. Like even if you're an adult, right, and you have more responsibilities, it's the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing. But when you reach 10, 11, 12, 15 years old, that's why you always need to submit the time because it's the main basic stuff, right? Time always going to dictate your success if you always stick to the basic principle that you're still young in the market, right? And there's no shame being young, right? Like ICT tell a lot of time. I don't know if you guys already noted this, but he says a lot of time, right? That if you're like very young and you colorize with a pen outside the lines, right? Like with a like Sharpie or whatever, if you colorize a drawing outside the line, um, you're not gonna be upset of your kid because it's drawing outside the lines. You know what I mean? Like so, that was a great analogy in my opinion. Like, and it's very relatable in my opinion. You won't shout at your kids, especially they're just drawing, right? Right? Like they're not doing anything. So when you see people doing paper trade, right? Like don't be ashamed of not losing money on paper trade for years, okay? Because you don't have experience. Why are you gonna take your own money, deposit it in a machine, and you know that it's gonna like the percentage of success is low, right? So why putting yourself on a very negative position if you can only trade paper trade and gain so much experience. And when you have that experience and you feel confident to move forward to the next step, now right now you can start with the smallest account you can buy on a funded account, right? There's 5K account, like these are like $10 or $20, or I don't know how much the fuck it is, but they're very cheap. These are reasonable steps forward towards the success, in my opinion, personally. Okay. And if you can make a little bit of money with that 5K account, let's say 300 bucks, now you have 300 bucks budget, right? To buy a better challenge, which is a little bit more expensive, but it's gonna also give you a better leverage, right? In terms of results, basically, right? So if you get like an account of like, let's say, I don't know, like 25K, right? and you make, let's say, 2, 3, 4%, 5% per month on top of that. 5% of 25K, it's not shit, bro. It's really good. And if you keep in mind that this 5% can be applied to 6 million, right? If you can buy more eventually, right? Uh, I got those 6 millions account, okay, on Forex. And I'm gonna give you a truth, it's less than like 6, 7K USD. Okay. It's cheap, man. To get 7 6 7 million for like 7 to 8K USD, like it's very cheap, man. So what I mean by that is like you can achieve a mass, like, and it's very exponential, but you gotta start from the beginning, right? You cannot skip step. If you skip the step, automatically you're gonna get punished for that, and unfortunately it's gonna hit you harder in the face. Because you're hypothetically like buying $1 million funding tomorrow morning, okay, and you have 1 years or 2 years of experience, and you're not relying on luck, right? Because there's no luck in this, right? Like it's pure skill, in my opinion. There's a little bit of luck, but you can do anything without the luck, right? Aspect. Like you don't need to rely on that luck specifically, what I mean. But and this is where the use this is just start from the bottom, right? That's the truth. Start from the bottom, from small, small, small snowball effect, and you roll the snow, and you roll it, and you roll it. Eventually, that snowball becomes gigantic, right? And you start from nothing, so it doesn't like hurt you anything. You're ready for that. You know what I mean? But the problem with the society in general right now is like everyone wants to success overnight because that's how it works, like for people, right? Like these degenerate gamblers on Top Step and shit, sometime like they're going all in on like they're gonna make like 25K, but they're not gonna tell you that they fell 25 account before, and they spend like 3 4K on this. And these are like the bad habits, honestly, to take. If you're doing that because you think that it's the way to do it, like, and you repeat that over time, you're just gonna lose everything. Just gonna lose everything. There's no other way to do it. That's why I will get this job as this don't need luck, only logic. Yeah, exactly. Minimum salary? Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get less than minimum salary, man. Like when I first started really making a little bit of money with that, like it's not a shame to say, but I was like making a 100 bucks per week, like. But I'm gonna be honest with you, if you don't have a family that like feed and such, and you're like, in a small apartment of like that costs you 500 bucks a month or so, something like that, and you have a little bit of money on the side, right? Like let's say 1 or 2 year stack of salary that you can put on the side. But basically from there, the 100 bucks a week that you make, right, can provide you a little bit of food that you can put on the table, and that 100 bucks can prove to you and your subconscious mind that it's possible to do it, right? Because it's just percentage based, like, you know, it's the same thing. But, you know, start from the bottom, man. It's the best way to start, in my opinion. It's the most honest and humble journey that you can get, right? If you start from the top and you try to like go more above the top, like what the fuck you're doing, man? If you never drive a plane, you don't jump in and just fly, bro. Like you're probably gonna end up pretty bad. You know what I mean? Like if you can't even start it and run with it, like that's the truth. It's just logic. I don't know why people think that. I don't. I think I guess imagination is just very strong, man. because they see all of these people just printing money and they just gambling, man. That's the truth, bro. They don't read anything. They're just, all right, this shit looks bearish. I'm just gonna like, click the button right here. I'll come back after my lunch and see what it is. And oh shit, that's shit, man. Now they're facing the problem, right? And it's always negative, basically. It's not fun, man. It's not a nice process. Like, do you want to run on cortisol all the time? Like, the cortisol is the stress hormone, right? And if you have this in your body too much, you're gonna get a shit ton of disease. Bro, can we only be dependent on trading for living? Because I didn't see anyone, because only being dependent on trading for money might be stressful in the beginning. So that's the thing, right? You never gonna be depending on trading, basically, because otherwise you're gonna immediately get the stress of being wrong and also losing money. So you're always gonna lose money automatically, almost. So what I would say to do is to works, a normal job, and get enough money to be able to take a full year without a salaries, right? Let's say. And this is just like my opinion or just my own vision of stuff, like, but if you can have like you gotta calculate as well, right? Like, let's say I want to like, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go to camping this weekend, so I gotta like plan a budget for that. So like, like I want to spend max $1,000, let's say, right, in the camping, let's say. But I don't know, you can spend $1,000 in camping unless you're just moving very far. But I'm just saying, right? But it's the same thing with trading, basically. If you want to like plan to trade for a year and give yourself a chance to maybe live from that, but you must have the budget to do it. So what I mean by that is you must have enough money in your bank account to not rely on from trading, basically, to be able to get, what you want, if that makes sense. I hope that reply your answer. Because if you rely on this trading thing to pay your bill, bro, you're gonna lose everything. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. But over time, because it's very exponential really quickly, right? Truth, right? So what I mean by that, like, it's like the first year you're gonna make less than a McDonald's job, right? The second year you might do like the general manager of that McDonald's, right? Like the guy with the the guy with the suit, right? So basically, you're gonna make the salary of that guy on the second year, and the third year like can be like more than a regular job. So like if you really, really, really plan to do that long term, I will just say like prepare yourself a mega plan. So what is a mega plan, right? It's like what is your plan on the long term? Like, let's say, what's your next 10 years looks like? What's your next 20 years looks like? Why you cannot, like, you can plan, bro, like, you can plan what you're gonna do next week, so you can do the same thing for the next 20 years, right? Because if you don't have that objective in mind, how the fuck you gonna be able to do it? You know? That's the truth, right? Like, let's say, like, I'm gonna give you a better example, basically. If you wanna build a house, right? Alright, bro, I'm gonna build a house on this ground right here, this place right here. But I don't have a plan, bro. Like, alright, so let's just imaginate to build a house, bro. I swear and I guarantee you that this house is gonna be the worst house you never seen of your life, man. Why? Because, dude, you don't have a plan, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, this house gonna looks like shit, bro. This gonna looks like a fucking square box. That makes sense, isn't it? Like, so you gotta have a plan, man, and your plan must be prepared. Like, you can prepare your entire plan for your entire life if you want. That's the truth. And it's exciting because now you know, like, all right, like at 45 years old, I'm gonna be millionaire, right? Let's say. And if it's happening before, that's even better because you're gonna be more rich at 45, let's say, right? But you must have a plan, in my opinion. Because if you don't have a plan, you don't have an objective. If you don't have an objective, you cannot move forward towards this objective. That makes no sense. Like the logic is not there. The system is not in place, if that makes sense. So I'm just telling you right there. Amazing, dude. That's why I'm doing this basically, right? I think it's the best way to explain that, like you gotta like use some very simple analogy instead of going in these deep type psychological like conversation on how the brain works and how it should be done. Like, if you compare like white and black, it's more easy to like basically because like you must be aligned with something, right? You know what I mean? Like aligned you gotta be aligned with your goals. And if you don't have goals, man, oh shit, that's not good. That's not good. Like, how the fuck you gonna be able to achieve anything, right? So the first step, right, is to have a goal. The second step is to believe in yourself to achieve that goal. The third step is just doing it. That's it. Don't look behind and gain experience on what you do, basically. So if you take a loss today, like I did, and you just like stay positive, man. Like you take a notepad and you note everything that you did that was not correct. But you don't type that in a way like, "Oh, I'm shit. I'm pissing me off. I want to destroy everything. I'm so fucking bad." Or whatever. You don't say that. You don't destroy your own belief. You don't destroy your own self. What the fuck? So you gotta stay positive on this. I see a lot of people like um, self-inflicting themselves negativity, and it's so sad, man. So sad, dude. So sad. Because you're still young. Why the fuck you're yelling at yourself? Your live stream is like therapy for free, pure positive vibe. I mean, I'm very positive, right? I'm an individual, very positive, and what I'm kind of like spreading around myself, it's positive frequency. Okay. So as you're the receptor, the listener, the follower, or the people that listen what I'm saying, you're automatically get some positivity energy towards you basically, right? And these are the nice stuff that you can surround yourself basically the most, because if you surround yourself with negativity, you're just gonna become like very weird. You're gonna become like, oh, you feel like attacked by everywhere around you. Like negativity comes from the outside world, right? So these are the things you must be understanding, right? And I don't want to go too deep, right? But there's a lot of stuff to understand, man. That's why I said yesterday I'm gonna be a student forever because there's so many shit to listen, to study on. There's so many shit. There's infinite amount of subject to study on. That's the truth. It's like I don't know if you guys already like play an MMO game or whatever, but when you play like an MMO game, like these kind of like very high progression stuff, right? Like and these game they're very like dopamine driving kind of, and they're very addictive in terms of like, oh, you're almost done. Like the next step is right here. Like the goal is right there. You're almost that level, man. You cannot leave. Like this is almost there, right? So you gotta like kind of like build your own timeline or goal the same way, right? So what's the best thing to do that? I'm gonna give you a truth right now. Like there's only 67 people because when I start speaking psychology stuff, people leave, right? They don't want the signal, man. They want the signal, dude. But I was about to say, right, the best thing is to have the smallest, the smallest objective, like a low-hanging fruit, basically, right? Always the smallest objective. All right, what I can achieve today. Today is specific, like today, right? What I can achieve today that is very possible to do, like very like not something like non-realistic, something small that is possible to achieve. All right, so I'm gonna like try to read the price for an hour. Okay, this is something very simple, but if you do that every day for a week, for a month, and such, now you kind of like creating a nice habit, and that nice habit become, you know, something easy to do. So you're technically, what I mean by easy to do is you're basically going up on the new level, right? And from the new level, now you can expand that hourly into 2 hours because you already did that hour. So your gym reps is already done, basically, right? So the next hour is so easy to add, basically. But that's a new objective, so that's the next level, right? And your new level and new level, and you always upgrade, and that's what you drive. That's where your subconscious is driving by, basically. I'm just telling you, right? Ego, I think ego is the most stupid shit, man. Because I'm gonna give you a real truth about the ego, right? But everyone should never compare themselves with anybody else. Why? Because there's always going to be someone that is better than you anywhere. You know, there's always in any field, any type of stuff that you can do, right? There's always going to be someone that is better than you. So, what's the point to have egos, right? But it's like the ego stuff is more in the male individual, basically. Because these people, they likes to fight, and they have these like like very male character stuff. The woman, they don't you don't see that very often, like big ego in between women. We don't really see that. They're more, they're just normal, I guess. And it's just something that is very true, man. So that's why, like, never compare yourself with anybody, because there's always going to be someone better than you. And how you gonna be feeling when you're gonna see someone better than you? Really bad. Yeah, like there's a lot of people flexing shit out there. It's so bad, man. It's so bad, dude. It's because there's these people, they're not confident in themselves. So they need these material stuff to be able to like prove the other people that they're really successful. But if you're really successful, you don't even need to tell anybody, you know what I mean? Like you should be proud of yourself, not waiting for the validation of someone else, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's the truth, man. Again, right? Social media is the worst thing. It's the worst cancer, honestly. It's the worst cancer. Because what's your like it really depends. Like I approach the social media with a very strong shield, okay? Because when you go in there, you're always gonna like get attacked by everywhere. Okay, so you gotta have a shield, right? You gotta have like you gotta be strong in terms of how you gotta be um, not really plagued by all of this negativity stuff and such, right? There's people they likes to jump in the pool, man. You know, when they see like people jumping in the pool, they're always like to jump in the pool. Social media is probably just useful to share some knowledge or share some cool picture or stuff that might be enjoyable for consumption, but it's most likely gonna be consumption. And it's my opinion really bad consuming like social media all day long because you compare your own life with somebody that is not at the same level as you in the game, right? And oh shit, this guy has a Lambo, man. I gotta drive my Honda Civic, let's say, right? So you're like, oh shit, like you're always like regressing, basically, kind of. So if you're following some people that are more rich than you gotta be understanding that you cannot compare yourself with them because they're different, right? They're different people, man. They have different journey than you too, right? Everyone is different, right? Every individual that is born on this planet is different, right? Everyone has their unique character, unique personalities, unique way to think, right? That's the beauty of the consciousness, right? How often do people share knowledge for free? The problem with, I'm gonna give you a real truth again for that. The problem with sharing knowledge, right, is there's always gonna be dick out there that's gonna like take your stuff that you give for free, right? And it's gonna resell your own knowledge. So, you know, people are very hesitant to share what they have really learned so far, right? Like I've been one of the first to be talking about these range, right? Like these specific range of time and such, like breaking down in OHLC and such, and now it's everywhere, right? But my thread has been very popular, and such, and people was like very absorbing all of that stuff. So like they're, you know, over time just become something more diluted, and I never really get any credit for anything. So hello, friend. I hope it's all. Hey, what's up, dude? But you understand what I mean? Like it's very special. Sharing knowledge is very special, man. You're gonna like right now. There's like five or six, seven people on Twitter that share my FX4 model, and they never mention my name anywhere. So I created my model, right, and I share with the world. Like everybody that is connect on this fucking cable of internet, right? And those people they look at this and they're like, "Oh shit, that seems to work, man. I'm gonna like take that and resell that shit or like gain the cloud of it or whatever." But I don't mind about it, honestly. I don't fucking care, man. You do whatever you want. Why did you share it? Because I want people to fucking eat, man. I don't want to see people suffering, man. We're in a very, very, very bad state in the society, honestly, right now. So I want people to be able to make food on the table with simple stuff, you know. Um, but some other people, they're just fucking hungry for like knowledge, and they take these stuff and they try to resell that. So where do you think the world is going? We're going on the wrong direction right now. I don't want to be negative because I'm always positive, but it's like the end of a generation, right? Like there's always some age, right? Like let's say medieval age and such and this and that, and I strongly believe that we're very very advanced civilization, and if you type on Google what happened to very advanced civilization, you'll see what happened, right? It's never a good end, basically. But what can you see in the next 10 years? It's gonna depend a lot, man. It's gonna depend a lot of what's going on in the next election. It's gonna depend a lot of what's going on with all of this money stuff. Like, there's an agenda pushing right now for 2030, right? And that can change a lot of stuff as well dynamically. Like, I think they already done a lot of tests and they're already ready for some stuff. And that was like the price I wanted to see right here. That's the thing, right? Like, let's say the planet, right, itself. I'm gonna give you like a nice example, right? But if at some point, right, we're like very far in the civilization and everybody's very evil, right? Everybody's so negative and everything like so shit, right? Um, the heart's gonna reset itself, like everything is so well made to being able to reset itself just by nature, kind of, right? That, the heart always gonna exist basically. But I mean, for the next billion year at least, possibly. It doesn't mean it's gonna have life on it, right? Always, because there's a lot of planets that doesn't have life that already have life possibly, but you know, but there's like a big thing right now that worry a lot of people basically, but um, there's a lot of country right now that are like very upset against each other because of money and all that crap, uh, and basically there's a lot of nuclear force, and the nuclear force, right? Uh, it's gonna end up like, if someone pushed the button, let's say, right, there's always gonna be someone that's gonna push back, so like it's just gonna become like a massive clusterfuck kind of stuff. Kids are getting bombed. Yeah, it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy, man. That make no sense at all. But these are all the stuff based on money, right? These are the ego stuff that we talk about, kind of, right? But it's all about greedy people, right? Um, People, they want more, right? They don't care about people that are like more in trouble. I mean, it's like they want the power, right? And there's people, man, they want like so much of them. It's pretty interesting, man. You know, but the thing is, like, everything is already designed, right? So it's already like, do you think the world's actually run by three? Probably less than that, man. Probably less than that. Very small bloodline, man. Everyone has a boss. And the thing is, like, the more money you have, the more like powerful you kind of like become, right? Yeah, life is dull for sure. That's what I said a lot of time, right? When you get money eventually, you're gonna realize that if that was really your goal to become rich, bro, when you're gonna become rich, what are you gonna do with that? Now you're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, what I'm doing with all of this money? Like, I already buy all the garbage that I wanted to buy, right? And now I don't have anything to spend on. So this is where like you automatically kind of like rebalancing the nothing because you want to spend more, right? And you do bad decision because you're very impulsive. You're really like rich, right? So I feel we're living life like in the dark age. Mostly people don't have logic. My last boss did university. I'm not, and he didn't know how to count in head. This is a shame. All country, yeah. But also like it's the thing, right? Like we're most of people they become like very lazy, right? And I believe that it's a market being lazy, transforming people in lazy people, right? And it's it's pretty there, man. Like first of all, right, you can play with the food, right? If you put bad food, everybody become fat. If people become fat, do you want to like do the gym if you become a fat guy, right? Fuck it, you're gonna stay on the TV, man. It's like now what you're doing on the TV, you're fucking consuming garbage and publicity to buy shit, right? From there, you're gonna start buying shit everywhere, right? You're spending all your paycheck, so you're always gonna stay at the same level in the game, right? Kind of. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a very quick example, right? I can elaborate so much more, man. But as well, I don't want to lose my channel, right? So, 'cause that's my tool to communicate with you guys, right? So, already been broke, man, for sure. I touched the ground, bro, you know? But when you touch the ground, you're like, oh shit, this is like the ground right there? This is nothing, man. The fuck? It's like really is? Like, is it like the ground? Like when you have like $5 in your bank account, let's say, right? You're like, oh shit, man, this is like really the bottom right there? It's nothing, man. The fuck? Doesn't change anything. This is where you kind of like start from the bottom. You must start from the bottom. That's the truth. We already talked about that, right? You ever think about that? Yeah, for sure. I'm always grateful to be, in a different position, but I'm also humble to start from nothing. So it's like I'm just where I'm at, you know what I mean? Which is nice, right? You get what you deserve, you know what I mean? Like, and you deserve what you want. So, true, right? All right, I think I need to unplug, man. It's like the best time right now, actually, for unplugging. It's the best time. Is this actually true? What is the actually true? I'm just curious. I think I maybe have like you get what you deserve. You get what you deserve if you really want, you know? These are the basics, man, right? Like if you really really want something like in your life, right? Something very hard like to get and it's you really want it, like you vision yourself having this thing, right? Not material shit, right? Fuck that shit. But I'm talking about better stuff that you want, right? Material shit is nothing, right? It's all garbage. It's all shit. It's all fucking, made in China most of the time, right? It's all garbage, man. Like I got these nice watches. They're all shit, man, right? It's the truth, man. They just everything that is sold for profit, okay? It's all shit, right? Most of the time, right? Bro, the houses right now, like they're building those massive fucking houses for like 1.2 2 million, and they're cracking from everywhere. They're pure shit. The material is garbage, man. That's crazy, man. Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. I welcome, dude. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, my first time here. We're about to close, but you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel so you can get the alert the next time. Or you can rewatch the live stream. It was a great live stream, man. It's a great experience. We've done some trade. That was fun. It was great. It was great. I always like doing that, especially in front of people, right? It puts some nice, um, puts some nice suspense, man. I like the suspense, right? It's like everyone wants to see you fail, everyone wants to see you win, right? There's a lot of division, man. But it's fun. I like that. I enjoy that. It's nice. I don't care, man. How to become a disciplined trader? Do yourself a list of rules and just stick to it, man. But start with nothing. Start from nothing. I wish I could watch, but I'm at work. Bro, you gotta earn the bread, man. Right? But we're already done, that's not gonna lie. I wanted to like close that pretty soon. But you can rewatch the live stream. I'm gonna put it available. It's gonna be, at least 2 hours of content, but I think it's great content. I knew you'd be winning. That's it. That's the thing, right? You can choose. You can choose if you are a winner or if you're a loser, right? You can choose that. Like that's a pure statement right there. You can choose whatever you want. Are you like more like a winner? Or are you more like a loser basically, right? So you can choose which one you want to be. From there, that's maybe something you want, right? But the truth is the need is like not a lot. There's not a lot of thing that you need, okay? You need to eat, right? I agree. But you don't need to eat like expensive food, right? So these are the like basic things that you must be understanding, right? Because they're very interesting facts. It's very easy to spend money, man. Very, very easy. Like they're like, you want food, bro? Uber Eats gonna be there in 20 minutes, bro. Like 10 minutes sometime, 5 minutes sometime, bro. Like they want you. Like it's just like big premium shit, man. I'm never buying premium shit, right? I was like in Florida this winter with the boys, and I always says, guys, like I'm not paying premium, man. This is premium shit. Fuck that shit. And they were like, oh, yes, that's true, man. You're smart, bro. Fuck that. It's too expensive, man. Because like again, it's always egos, right? So, I wanted like this big restaurant, right? Bro, this is fucking expensive as shit, man. Fuck that. Oh yeah, treat yourself. Yeah, bro, I can treat myself with nothing, man. I don't need anything, right? But it's very easy to spend money, man. Very, very easy. The system is flowing, man. It's so easy, bro. Uh, getting things on bargains, bro. There's always deal everywhere. You know, all of my prop firm account that I buy, right? I buy all of them premium, discount price, man. Always. I never pay premium, bro. Sorry. Get the fuck out with your premium shit. And that's the same thing with the market, man. You don't buy the top of a previous daily high. What the fuck you're doing right now, right? So if you look at right now, right, we're basically in the premium portion of the previous daily high on NQ, right? Like this right here. This is like my real framework right here. This is like the best framework you can ever find on the internet, man. Right, that's the previous daily high, previous daily discount. You got the quadrant level that shows you this premium, discount, premium of the discount of the premium, right? So what I shorted right here was the premium of the previous daily high. It's above 75%. I don't want to buy this. It's too expensive, man. Get the fuck out with that buy red. I cannot buy this shit. Right now, it's nice discount because it's discount from the 9 previous hour. It's 50% of that. But again, you're not supposed to buy above the midnight open. What the fuck you're doing, man? It's too expensive, dude. Compare the open price, right? Come on, man. Don't do that. So it's the same thing with everything, right? How many hours do you study a day? Like I like to study 5 to 6 hour, right? I think someone asked for the indicator setting, right? By the way, if you want like the tool, right, you can get access to this if you want uh, on my website, fx4model.com. It's pretty simple, fx4model.com. You get this tool for lifetime, okay? This tool is lifetime for like $50, okay? It's in my opinion very easy to like repay, okay? Like if you know how to trade with that, like it shows you like the time frame that you want. Like this is the time frame selector that you want. You can shift to the previous OHLC. So let's say I want to like go back an hour before, right? I can move all the framework automatically to this previous hour. So let's say you work off this 1 hour right here. So you don't want to work out of this one right here. You can roll back from one and you go back on the previous framework. These are framework, automated framework, guys, right? Think about it. So it just like help you define better setup with clean and very specific logic. It's so clean, right? The weekly profile is nice, right? You use midnight as like premium discount? Yes, for sure. For sure. How do we find that indicator? It's on my website, fx4model.com. It's a lifetime access, right? So basically, you buy it, and I give you access to a private tool. The only reason I charge for that is because it's a tool that I pay for that. So, but not only, right? It's a really really good tool. I believe that it's worth at least $50. Like I try to stay affordable in its lifetime. So if you divide that $50 per 12 months, it doesn't cost you really something, right? You can show the amount of bucks that you want. I'm showing you the setting, right? So you see, like these are all at 1 hour. Like this is a 1 hour, 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 but seen from a 1 minute chart. Okay. So you can choose the amount of 4 hour you want. Let's say you want like 5. You see it's gonna have one more right here, right? This black line right here, it shows you the open price. So you want to like short above the opening price. Like that's a power of three rules, right? Priority imbalance and such. Like if you understand the power of three perfectly and you understand all of the sequencing from the IPTO, right, you know what it is, right? And these 15-minute, this blue line, these as well, right? You want to short above these blue line, especially if you're inside this blue line. Like this right here, there's nothing to short right here because it's already too cheap. Okay. The boot camp, yeah. Then the boot camp, I explain all of this stuff. I have always like, and I have like more time to put on, but I put like 86, 87 hours at least in recording of videos that you can listen. So um, here you can choose, right? If you want to see all the lines, you can decide if you want to see the quarterly levels. I like to use these. You can eyeballs these quarterly levels, but I like to use the quarterly levels too. They're great. Look at this reaction, man. Like, it's not lying really, right? Look at this entry right here above the opening price. That's the high of the hour. This triangle right here, that's the institutional order flow fractal. Okay. Display in real time the fractal order flow highs and lows. Okay. So this little triangle show you a very fractal, a specific fractal from this time frame right here. Okay, you choose. So if you want, you can remove all the tools and you only show the fractal from the 4-hour, fractal from the daily, the fractal from whatever you want. Okay. These, they're automated previous 5 minutes, so that's the same thing as these bucks, right? But they show you a very small time frame, like 5 minute example. So if I click on this, let's say, right, and I can remove a little bit of stuff because otherwise it's a little bit cluttering. But you see this line right here? I'm gonna like zoom in a little bit so you can see better, right? This is like the 5 minute close right here. This new 5 minute open, engage the buy side above this previous 5 minute high and distribute lower. As you can see, these are the new 5 minute. It's 455, right? You see this blue line right here? That's the previous 5 minute high. That's the previous 5 minute low. So you can look for the price rating these arrays and retrace or whatever. Look at this line right here. When it's gonna be rated, if price go lower, this line is gonna become a gray line because it's dynamically changing based on the rate. Look, the buy side is blue, the sell side is red, and the rated arrays there become grays automatically. Okay, so if we rate this arrays, it become gray because this sell side is not available as a sell side anymore. It's a rated arrays. Okay. Is previous OHLC highs and low a feature for the future? Previous OHLC highs and low? You want like 3-day look back highs and lows? Like the line? If it's your intention, I can show you how to do it with the same tool without anything that you need to add. Okay. These algorithmic swing highs and low, if you understand the real definition of a swing high or swing low, these are automated, they're algorithmic, they're gonna choose based on price close the right thing. It can show you as well the potential swing highs and lows, right? You see, I put the potential swing highs and low, right? There's none right now. There's nothing. If you click on the swing highs and the swing lows, this is a swing low. This is a potential swing high right here. See? That's a potential swing high because this candle is open. So like the algorithm inside of this is going to say, all right, this candle right here is a potential swing high. So if you have a potential swing high, when the time is going to be like almost done, right, you can take action sometime. The swing high right here, if I put it on, right, you see that's the last swing high right here. So you have the swing low, you have the swing high, you have a potential swing high. If this potential swing high is identified, right, and you have two previous high that is available, like, you know, show the 15-minute open history right here. You can show this. These are more order flow based, you see, and it also as well help you to buy and sell above or below these 15-minute. So you only have 4 15-minute per hour. So like this is the first, second, third, and fourth basically, right? So you can see right here, retest below the opening price, attacking this premium arrays, which is a swing high. See right here, this is the high of the hour, okay, but we're about to close this hour, so there's a potential formation of the bottom wicks of this 1 hour. Okay, click again right here. You can see the 60-minute open and close, and these are like showing only below the 60-minute if I'm not 30 minutes if I'm not wrong, because I think it's right in here. It is only okay, the 15-minute right here is only visible if you are below 15-minute time frame. Okay, because if you're above 15-minute time frame, you're basically don't want to see those lines. They're too much. They're gonna be cluttering your charts. If you're below 15-minute as well for 60-minute, because the 60-minute highs and lows, if you're above 15-minute, they're very not relevant at this point. Okay, this is the setting to see the weekly, okay, the daily profile, the weekly profile, and the monthly profile. So you gotta choose all of them, right? And you see the day of the week. It show you like the common abbreviation for the days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, blah blah blah, right? This info table right here show you the previous range, if it's a bullish range or a bearish range. Right here, you see this previous 60-minute was a bullish candle right here. So you're gonna attack. See, this candle just opened right here. The previous 1 hour is a bearish candle. So the order flow is bearish on the 1 hour, right? Right here. And if you have a bearish order flow on the 1 hour, you can look for premium arrays and then, whatever. But very sick tool, man. Seriously, it's my favorite tool of all time, bro. Like, and if you go like on the 1 hour, right, you're gonna be able to see the weekly profile. And I'm like, what? Why doesn't? Oh, yeah, it's because I'm set up on the 1 hour right here. Okay. This right here needs to be a higher time frame. Let's put like weekly. Okay. I don't want to break all my layout, not gonna lie, but see, this is the previous weekly range right here. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, we got the Friday high, we got the Thursday high, we got the Wednesday high already been rated. We got Monday right here, right? We got Tuesday right here. That's the high of the week. That's the low of the week. Now remember the fractal, the order flow fractal, right? And basically you get the swing high of the day, the swing low of the day, the potential swing low of the day. Okay. And you can do so many layouts. Right now I have 4 screen. The 4 screen that you see, those are the screen that you see, right? Alright, I was like on the... Now you can see better, I guess, right? But that's the weekly profile, basically. And my own weekly profile, right, that's... I'm just gonna put it back on the 1 hour because I don't want to like lose my template, bro. I like work on these template for a week now, I guess. This is 1 hour, so I need to go back in 1 minute. I'll show you another template, right? Not gonna lie. But this is like the 1 hour box, okay? And this is 1 minute time frame. Sometimes if the 1 minute is not clear, I can go in a 2-3 minute, right? Depending on what it is. Yeah, so a sign of time, if you want to do like 3-day look back, right? You can basically, right, copy the indicator right here. Copy, right? You paste it 3 times, okay, 3 times. And you roll back 1. And you go right here and you roll back 2. See, now you have 3-day look back lines. You know what I mean? And you can like remove the background on some of them. So you're gonna have like more smooth background instead of like stacking the background. But these are like nice. They're they're obviously very good data point. So I like to keep one because I do it specifically intra session and intra day with this template right here. Potential swing high, that's the high of the hour, that's the low of the hour. You have the data point, so these little triangles where you put your mouse over, that's what I like about that, is if you want to note the most obvious low and the most obvious high, that's a fresh liquidity intra hour if you're in a 1 hour time frame, right? But you can do a lot of things, man. Like it's almost infinite the amount of template that you can build with that, right? And the beauty of that is these are best high trainer, in my opinion. And basically over time you remove some component. You remove some components. See, I removed the line. So now you only have the rectangle. So you can slowly build your vision, the CDs. Over time, you reduce the percentage of opacity. So it become very light like this, right? Your eyes slowly train itself to see the time and see, like, you know what I mean? Like these are the way that you want to see. They see this. So it is what it is. That's pretty much the explanation of the tool. And that's pretty much the way I use it. But it's more than that, right? Like I have like 97 hours, I think, on the bootcamp explaining how I use it really in details and how every concept is connected and stuff. But it's pretty interesting, man. Not gonna lie. I used to include the tool with the bootcamp, but people was complaining that was too much expensive, so I just removed the tool, put it on lifetime, and put the bootcamp cheaper basically. So people there they like this better. So since we have like 44 viewers and I want to like go to bed pretty much, not gonna lie, I think it's the great time to leave. Um, so I'll probably maybe do another one tomorrow. We don't know, right? We don't know. Nobody knows, right? And just I do whatever I want if I feel if I want. You know what I mean? Like, that's the beauty of like you know being your own boss, right? If I like, if I want to do it, I'll just do it. If I don't want to do it, I'll just not doing it. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty simple. Hope you have a great, wonderful day, and I hope you guys have a profitable day. I hope you guys stay positive. Hope you guys believe in yourself, and we'll catch on the next one. So, if you want to rewatch the whole thing, it's going to be available on the channel, and you know, it's going to be there always. So, we catch on the next one. Hope you guys appreciate, and see you guys next time. Cheers.